Hi, my name is Richie Norton. If you haven't picked up on the other videos, we're back in my home dojo where this video is all about breathing and moving and creating your own flow. But the intention is to find some calm, steady a busy mind, something you can use when you need to take a little brain break, or maybe before bed, or if you wake up in the middle of the night. We always use our breathing to take the control back. So starting now in this short practice, take a breath in for the nose. And then if you can, out for the nose. So that's the best way for us to trigger a calming parasympathetic response on our nervous system and calm that hyperstimulation down as quickly as possible. Don't force it, don't rush it. Just observe the air coming in, the fresh oxygen into the body. Short pause, little observation of the pause, and then let go, ground down, settle. So I want you to start to observe that all the way through the practice. Always come back to your breath. Don't force it, but try and deepen it and lengthen it. And let that be the wave of the breath cycle that creates the tempo for the movement practice to help release blocked tension, energy that might be stuck in the body. And this is going to help us ground down. Okay? And switch off. So bring it to the mat. The inhale and the exhale is going to be steady. We're going to keep everything as grounded as possible, but every time we breathe and we move, we're going to move through each part of the sequence. So I'll start on all fours here. Hands over the shoulders, knees over the hips. Inhale into this cat-cow. It's always a nice way just to release any tension. Breathing out into the back. Chin to chest, push away from the floor. 2 more, inhale. Long inhales, long exhales. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, just reaching the fingertips forwards and then turning the toes. And as you breathe out, your next breath out, I want to sit back, keeping a bit of activation into the arms, into the fingers, stretching above the head. Breathe in. You feel that opening into the back, and as you breathe out, you ground down, you let the forearms down, you bring the head down to the floor. Good. Inhale, walk the hands to the right. As you exhale, lower down. Next breath in, inhale to the left. A little bit of a longer reach with the outside arm. And as you breathe out, lower down. Inhale, bring the hands back to all fours. Turn the toes, push back, walking your hands back with the knees off the floor. Stay as low as you can. Sinking in, just releasing any built tension that might be sat in the hips. You can be on your toes if you want, we're not going to be here for too long. Breathing in, breathing out. Every time you breathe out, you soften. Always coming back down to the breath, bring the knees down to the floor. Toes together, knees down, and try and sit back. If you can come up onto a seated position, great. If you just here, that's okay. But from here, I want you to open up the chest, open up the shoulders. You might be here. And as you breathe out, chin to the chest, reaching forwards, drop the chin down so the neck opens, the back opens. And then one more time, inhale, open up. And let the breath out, soften into the shoulders and the chest. Bring the hands down to the floor, release the toes. Move your knees back so you're back into that table position. From here, flatten out the foot, turn the toes. Inhale, open up to the right. Little twist for the side body. And as you breathe out, the right hand tucks past the left knee, dropping the shoulder down to the floor.
Once you found your spot, this arm can just ground down onto the forearm. Enjoy 2 or 3 breaths here, allowing the shoulder to open, a little spinal twist. And then using your left hand to push up. Inhale one more time, open up and twist a little bit deeper, feel this nice side body stretch. And then this arm threads down past the left wrist, deepening as you twist all the way over. This arm then becomes rested, so you can just allow gravity to do its job and soften into the floor. Breathing in fully and deeply under a nice steady rhythm. Once you've gone through your 2, 3 breaths, right hand goes down, change to the left, open up. And as you breathe out, flow down past the right knee, gently dropping the shoulder down to the floor. Once you feel you've got a nice controlled twist, this arm rests. If you want it to be more active, you can push into the back of this hand. But I suggest you just use the breathing to soften into these positions. Right hand comes down, inhale, swoop to the left. And as you breathe out, reaching down past the right wrist. This arm then rests. Lengthening the breath out, allowing the mind to settle, releasing tension in our body, allowing our mind to calm at the same time. Right fingers spread, left fingers spread, turn the toes, take the knees off the floor. Let's gently push back, not for too long. I want us to open up the back of the body now in this downward dog. Just a little bit of release for the backs of the legs, the calf muscles that sometimes can hold the tension. Take a breath in, come up onto the tiptoes, and as you breathe out, hold the heels as low as you can. Get that back body stretch. 2 breaths as low as you can go. And then tiptoe your feet forward a little bit, bend the knees as much as you need, and then slowly soften, release the hands, folding over the thighs. And then wrap the arms around the legs and give yourself a little hug. Opening up the back, allowing the back body to open. The spine decompresses. So just shake off the head, no tension in the neck. Good. Release the hands down to the floor. Step back, drop the knee. Step back, the other leg, drop the knee. Sitting back onto the heels, reaching the arms forward, but bring the fingertips closer, the thumbs are touching. So you get this nice overhead reach, active through the fingers. Take a breath in. Feel that lift into the back. And as you breathe out, you soften all the way down to the floor, forearms and all. Good, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhaling now, as you lift the chest up. So let's go for the cat-cow. Let's go first into the cow. And as you push into the cat, chin to the chest. And then as you come forwards, walk your hands forward, should I say. Chest stays up. I'm just going to let the hips drop down towards the floor, send the shoulders back. So there's a little shift of the weight. Careful of the back here. And then sit back and release as you breathe out. Soften into the child's pose here, sitting as deep as you can. And then last one, coming forwards. Watch the hands to the left, step up to the right. Slowly lunge into this low position that allows you some room to let this right leg roll out. Open the chest,
This allows a little bit of release through the hip, across through the spine. Shoulder drops back, chest opens. And then both hands come back down. Step back. Walk the hands to the right, step to the left. Same thing. Allowing the body just to gently find that spot where you can release and let the left leg roll out now as you breathe in and out. Good. Both hands come back, step back, and then we're going to swivel onto our backs where we'll close out the session. And our priority now, the breath cycle, as always, allows us to ground down and hopefully just calm that little bit of extra stretching, extra movement to allow us to sink into that nice, deep, restorative state. So I find here, if you want to grab the toes, the big toes, and you just allow the back to ground down, and then to allow one, oh, good little crack there, allow the legs to stretch a little bit, just anything that might need a little bit more room, maybe even pulling the legs over the head a little bit, stretching through the back of the legs. And then gently bring the feet down to the floor. Palms up now. Feet separated, knees bent. Gentle little rock left to right, just to loosen up through the hip. Again, this can be done while you're actually in bed. Once you start to learn and practice these, you become more intuitive to know what to do when your body needs to energize or whether it needs to calm down and find a deeper restful state. I would suggest maybe letting the legs all the way out. And in this practice now to wind down, the breath practice at the end that helps us go into more of a restful state and hopefully trigger some sleep is to count the duration of our inhale and a slightly longer pause or a hold, and then a longer exhalation. The longer we can make it in a controlled, comfortable way, the more chance we are going to slip into that deeper, restful mindset. Mood, energy, feeling, vibe. Don't force it, don't rush it. So giving you an example, if you count the inhale, let's say we're going to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, all the way up to 1, and we're going to hold the breath for 10 seconds. Try and relax, don't clench your jaw, don't tighten up the throat, don't squeeze the eyes closed. It's really important you find a tempo, a pace, the count that works for you. It brings attention to the practice, but it shouldn't be stressful. And then I want you to breathe out for a count of 10. So breathing in for 5, holding for 10, breathing out for 10. As a rough guide of what we're looking to achieve. Doesn't always have to double up the amount of the inhale. But we want to be full. It wants to be deep, it wants to be steady, and it wants to be controlled. And as we count, we start to bring awareness and attention to the practice to signal to our body to shut down and let us chill out and rest. Longer, slower, and more controlled the breath out is, the more calming the response will be. Each cycle, maybe aiming for like 10 full cycles and see how you feel. Or maybe you'll just drift off and you'll feel the effects because you've been able to put the attention into the practice. Breathing in, holding the breath, and when you're ready to let it go, you let it ease out of the body nice and steady. You might want to stay there, keep working a little bit more on that, work a little bit deeper. Keep it up, the body will start to respond a lot quicker the more you make it a habit. So keep coming back to these videos, explore your own versions of them, but put in the practice just a few minutes a day and the results will come, I promise. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.